What's going on, everyone? Yeah, I'm in a new setting. So the last few days I've been moving. So I'm in an apartment now, so if you're walking and stuff like that, that's why. So today I'm going to be we're going to continue on with the sci-fi films. I'm going to be talking about a film called The Island. It was released by DreamWorks July 11th, 2005, and it was produced by Carrie McDonald and written by Casper Treadwell, Owen, Alex Kurtzman, and Roberto Orsi, and it was directed by Michael Bay. And if that name sounds familiar, he's the one who's behind the Transformer films, like Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction, then Last Night. He's also done like Armageddon and Bad Boys and Pearl Harbor. It was at a budget of $126 million, but it basically broke even. But the studio lost quite a bit of money because there was a lawsuit going on, because the story is very similar to another film. I think it's called like Body Parts or something like that, and it's like a sci-fi horror film with the same premise and stuff like that. And they had rumors is that they had to do like a seven-figure settlement basically, so they lost out on money on this one. But so The Island is an interesting sci-fi dystopian type film. You get it stars Scarlett Johansson and Ewan McGregor, so the acting in this film is really good. Basically they are in a controlled society where guys all live together, girls all live together, and they wake up and do their daily lives. They have a job, and everything's controlled. There's guards. They have to wear the same thing. Each one has like their own track suits, but some of them are different colors, and then and then they basically plan out their diets to make them as fit as possible, and like little weird things like that are sprinkled throughout. And for the first like half an hour, 45 minutes, you learn their lives and stuff, and then they're told that there's the reason why they're living here is that the rest of the world is contaminated. So this is like the only safe place, and they are the survivors, and they have to live up there and trying to better themselves where they are. And they have strict rules put in place so to help control it and keep the order. And then there's obviously the security guards, which are like the police. And they do have a thing called the lottery, where every once in a while it'll come on and it generates someone special to go to the island, which is apparently a decontaminated zone in paradise. So once you move there, you live in a very nice tranquil area, but they can only take one or so at a time, and that's what everyone looks up to. So they go about their daily lives until they win the lottery. Eventually things don't start not seeming as things aren't as what they seem. Ewan McGregor's character, he finds a living fly got into the ventilation shaft, and doesn't seem contaminated, and he starts questioning, is all this real? Is what they're talking about actually what it is? And you slowly learn out. I might spoil some of this, by the way, but as they go about starts snooping around, he learns that basically everything's not what it seems. They are actually being harvested for organs by a billion-dollar company, and the island is basically their way of saying, basically, they put you to sleep, harvest your organs, they basically kill them, and and that's going to the island. And he gets wind of this, and the head of security finds out, and then it's a full-on race to catch them and prevent them from doing it. And McGregor has like a love interest, Scarlett Johansson. She is so hot in this movie. She's really hot as a blonde, and good eye candy for us guys. And yeah, so he goes and tries to tell her, and she sort of believes him, sort of doesn't. They go on this. They end up going to the real world, where they learn that they are actually, what do you call them? They're actually clones of billionaires and stuff, and so they go and try to find the clone of themselves, because Scarlett Johansson's, their names are weird. It's like it's like Scarlett 4 Alpha and Jordan 5 Omega or something weird like that, and that's all they know is their names. But they learn their real counterpart, and they try to hunt them down. Well, and of course it's done in Michael Bay fashion, so like the military and security all chasing, destroying them. And basically it's a good sci-fi action film. It's a fun ride. It's very cool. There's some good tension moments and build. And this is honestly one of his better films, I find. His older films are way more thought out and well put together than the quick mishmash of the Transformers franchise, for example, or the terrible non-stop chase of 6 Underground. This one actually has really good character development, great action scenes, the CG and everything holds up. Everything holds up in this and still looks pretty realistic, and it's just a fun film. The acting's really good, the score is good, everything. There's not much really to complain about. It is a little long though for what it is. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes. They chopped it down like 20-30 minutes. It would have been a good solid piece of work. But also, once you get into the chase scene, it kind of loses the narrative and stuff, and it's just like plot progression, basic plot progression throughout the rest. Nothing too intriguing, and the climax is not as huge as most of his other films are. It's more of a downplayed climax and ending, and it kind of goes beat per beat with the love story angle. So other than that, this film is really well done. I really enjoyed The Island, and kind of curious to see what the movie they ripped off of is. But yeah, definitely one to check out. I'm going to give The Island a 4 out of 5 because it's just a good action adventure film to check out with some sci-fi elements mixed into it. And Ewan McGregor's a really good actor, and same with Scarlett Johansson. They're great at their roles and stuff, and it's definitely one for sci-fi and action fans to check out. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check this one out. It's really good and fun. There's a trailer link down below like always. Also linked down below is my Instagram, where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future. All my stories have the film title hashtag and the subgenre of film and hashtag, so you're aware of it. Also, my Letterbox is down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. So follow me on one of those 2 platforms to stay in the loop. Like this video, share it to more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, and if you have any films that you want to hear my opinions on, whether it's sci-fi, horror, whatever, watch any genre, comment those down below. Try to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. But that's it for this one. The Island was quite the fun action sci-fi film. Definitely better than some of the other ones like Paycheck and stuff like that. So, but yeah. Also, make sure you subscribe, because I'll find something weird, obscure, and on that you probably never thought of checking out, or you probably forgot about, like this film together, or so you can hear my opinions on popular films. I do that too. So, but yeah, also make sure you ring that bell, because the next one I'm going to go more into sci-fi creature feature territory as we look at the old, I'm going to be talking about the old 1994 dark creature feature, The Relic. So yeah, if you're into creature features, make sure you tune in next time. And yeah, and that's it for this one. So watch out for all those crazy billionaire moguls trying to harvest all our organs, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. And until then, cheers.